just a couple of announcements. We're going to have a final photo. So everybody is going to come here. So you have to stay first for the closing words. And then everybody will line up here and we'll have a final photo. So you better wait if you want to be in that photo. So as you know, this is a teamwork, right? I'm not doing everything here. And first of all, I want to thank Emilia Simison, which she's not with us. She's in Argentina and Buenos Aires. She helped us a lot, but she's helping us remotely as well. I just wanted to say thank you to her. And also Guillermo Bernal and Pedro Colon. They have been very instrumental in keeping everything running. They have been in charge of the place. You know that all the lunch that you received, they made sure to order it. They booked this place, so I'm very thankful for them. And they've been running on the back. And I think it's better if they close the ceremony and gave the word. So please welcome them on stage.
All right. So we'll be giving the closing remarks. We've been absent but here. We've been mostly on the table. So first and foremost, a super thanks to all the sponsors. Rimac, ICO, Softec, NDS, the Watson Lab, Credit Corp, Facebook, Alicorp. It looks like I'm rapping, but I'm not. Oracle, IDB, Miraculous, NVIDIA, X Company, and CSAIL. If it wasn't for you guys, believe me, we would not be having this discussion and we would not be here. Also, a big thanks to professors who helped us out there at the Institute. Patty Mays, Guillermo's professor, who helped out with a lot of the things for the space, and Armando, who helped out a lot with the logistics. Also, a super thanks to the admins. These are the people that work behind the scenes to help us with the food, help us with the finances, help us with purchase orders and things like that. Also, thanks to Yalab for helping us out with the special commissions and the round tables. And thanks to all the volunteers. They're somewhere around here in the room. All of these people have to help out in every way possible, helping with the food, registrations, guiding people around. And these are Elena, Ronald, Laren, Valeria, Camilo, Francisco, Gabriela, Sebastian, Keith, another Gabriela, Fernanda, Tomas, Abraham Ponce, Ricardo, Ingrid, Andrea, and I'm pretty sure there are more that I'm not mentioning, but they're probably around here somewhere, so really thank you. And a big thank you to all our collaborators who've helped out with connections, with giving us contacts, with pointing us in the right way. And a thanks to all of our providers, the people who've served the food. These are Boston Catering, Studio 125, MIT AV, MVP, that are also here helping us out with everything that you see here, the lights, the cameras, and everything here. And I'm just going to leave it with Guillermo, who's going to finish this.
Again, thank you. We have tested these people, done a lot of requests at the last minute, changing, keeping them awake, I guess, by throwing all these curveballs and keeping them on their toes, so thank you very much. There is a lot of things that go into this that you don't get to see. There's like a friendly lady, Hannah, outside working and keeping this place clean, trying to organize and meet facilities requirements. So Kevin has been instrumental for us, so thank you very much. And two very, very special people, Bill and Will, has allowed us to set up the streaming, have access to the space, teach us how to do this. Like none of us has done this ever in the past. And we've done like maybe a small hackathon, but nothing to this nature. And we have learned a lot through them. And it's a knowledge that you cannot really put a price to that. So thank you very much. And I don't know if you've seen all these digital presence for the past few months. Fiorella Jimena Penago Celis, she's been actually creating a lot of the communication that you've seen in LinkedIn and other social media. So thank you very much.
And adding in here, Giselle, who's somewhere in the crowd, has also been helping out with the social media aspect. So a big thank you to her.
Yes, thank you. And there is one person, Emilia, from the core of organizers that she couldn't make it. She's in Argentina enjoying, but we envisioned that she's like that in a control panel, like the Matrix, and with all the digital. She's been tweeting and retweeting your posts, allowing us to share the message with people that were not allowed to or couldn't make it here. So she's been able to make those connections and reach out and provide extra information that we're not able to do because we're running around here trying to do other things. So thank you, Amelia. I know you're watching this. And then let's begin to wrap up. And what have we done here? We've been here for 3 amazing days. We have gone into very specific topics. We have covered in trying to understand the big challenges. Each one of the working groups is trying to make sense of what are the problems, and each group is creating like bullet points and those things. We hope that we can share them and organize them a little bit more after the conference. But there are like big things that we kept hearing. Some of them are like the lack of infrastructure. Or if we have the infrastructure, we don't have laws that can actually support a lot of these ideas and the things that need for a lot of the system that we're envisioning or that we need. So how can we now begin to change those laws or update them? So now that we have data requirements, the needs, and also the importance of them and the way that they carry, how do we make them more effective for the time that we are currently present? And also, like Latin America, as they were talking earlier here, it's a very special place. It has very special requirements. So why require to model it to some other country that doesn't meet those requirements? Can we innovate and begin to create these models specific for the region? And by doing that, we have to collaborate together. And I think we were very close to bring one person from each country here. We did not meet with, I think we were missing a few countries. We tried very hard. That was one of our goals. Our dream was we were going to have a person from each country in the Latin America, Caribbean. Maybe next one, hopefully. If you're not here and you're watching, come next year or help make it happen next year. So we need to better understand these ecosystems, and this type of dialogue and conversation from your neighbors and people that are struggling with their companies or in research or in the governments allow us to broaden our view of the problem and begins to allow us to bring a lot of the different parameters or features that are needed in order to begin to make sense of this. So I think one of the challenges for us is how do we begin to make this a little bit more concrete, talk a lot of the problems in a more specific, start to moving away from big umbrella terms. Data without any action isn't effective. We hear about a lot of efforts to digitize things for governmental institutions that are moving to that, but then they cannot do or share anything with that data. So what's the purpose of that? Can we do something about that? And there are many, many more that I'm sure will come out during these documents that are being generated. So it's for us to come up with a solution. So we have homework to do. This is not the end of the discussion. You go home and you go into your day-to-day. You have to make sure that you're in touch with the people that you're meeting in these panels, that those relationships are stronger as time progresses, and you begin to build bridges with people that are not here, but you think that will be a great connection. So that's your homework to take from here. And make sure that as you go into the roundtables after this, get all the information that you need so you can actually do that. Because look, this is all the amazing people that have been here. And you can look around, and each one of you guys are doing amazing things that people don't know about that. They talk in the media what we are in Latin America, but we're doing amazing things. So be proud of you, and thank you.
And we have 2 more things, 3 actually. One is that we're going to announce the winner of the poster competition. So we had some trouble with the voting, but we figured it out. And the people that won are predictive modeling for attrition rate on higher education in Mexico. Woo! And they're getting a GPU that was donated by one of our sponsors, NVIDIA. So hopefully they can continue this research and do greater things. Another thing is a big thank you to Luis and to Omar. who have been also like helping around and coordinating.
Thank you.
And the last one is if all the volunteers that are somewhere around here could come up, that would be great. So we can all, I don't know, just say a big thank you and take a big group picture. That would be great. Woo! Woo!
A great thing to tell about them is that a couple weeks ago we were like, how are we gonna do this? And they help us make it.
Yes.
Thank you. Gracias.
Mira por ahí. So the picture is coming now.
And then we want everyone here?
Ahora los round tables. So the day is still not over, although we closed out. There's one last session of round tables. It's in the same classrooms as it was yesterday. So feel free to go to those round tables. It's at 4:45. And it's just to kind of like close out those discussions and keep people in contact so that these discussions go somewhere.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.